Good morning, folks. My name is Curtis Chandler, president at PFL. We hope that everyone had a great weekend. The Dow closed higher on Friday of last week, up 382 points and up 548.51 points week over week. The S&P closed higher on Friday of last week, up 33.11 points and up 80.03 points week over week. The Nasdaq closed higher on Friday of last week, up 73.91 points and up 317.8 points week over week. In overnight trading, Dow futures traded lower and are expected to open down this morning roughly 90 points. West Texas Intermediate WTI crude closed up 97 cents per barrel on Friday of last week to settle at 82.28, up $2.93 per barrel week over week. U.S. commercial crude inventories increased by 6.1 million barrels week over week. U.S. crude oil inventories are 6% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Total motor gasoline inventories decreased by 2 million barrels a week over week and are 2% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Distillate fuel inventories were virtually unchanged week over week and are 9% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane and propylene inventories decreased by 600,000 barrels a week over week and are 21% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Folks, we called it real early in the cycle. We are not going to fill propane storage this year and are going to be at risk for price spikes this coming heating season. One thing we missed was the continual and relentless buying overseas, driving prices up yet again week over week, with propane closing at $1.49 per gallon, up another 6 cents per gallon. The EEI is now predicting lower stocks going down to 50 million barrels sometime during the fourth quarter. The EEI is also predicting a 50% price increase for winter propane prices compared to last year's, as they are projecting a colder than normal winter, adding 3 heating degree days. See PFL's rail report for further details and our thoughts. We are on top of this one, folks. Oil is higher in overnight trading. WTI is poised to open up 91 cents a barrel. Total North American rail volumes were up 3.6% year over year, resulting in year-to-date volumes that are up 7.6% year over year. 4 of 11 of AR's major traffic categories posted year over year decreases, with the largest coming from intermodal, that was down 7.8%. The largest increase came from coal, that was up 11.7%. North American rig count is up by 11 rigs week over week. The U.S. rig count was up by 10 rigs week over week and up by 261 rigs year over year. The U.S. currently has 543 active rigs. Canada's rig count was up by 1 rig week over week and up by 88 rigs year over year, and Canada's overall rig count is up by 168 active rigs. Overall, year over year, we are up 349 rigs collectively. A few things that we are keeping our eye on. With Enbridge Line 3 running in full force and a number of plant producer outages in Alberta out of the way, it will be interesting to see where basis numbers settle out and what new pipeline appropriations will come November 1st. With the final trading day of the index on Friday of last week in Calgary, WCS closed marginally higher from Thursday's close, trading and closing at minus $14.65 a barrel against WTI. All their grades closed lower day over day. Biden announced last week that the LA port would stay open around the clock, and major shippers such as Walmart, UPS, and FedEx would expand their working hours as the administration seeks ways to address global supply chain gridlock. The problems have included bottlenecks at the Los Angeles and Long Beach ports where 40% of U.S. imports land. Good news for intermodal traffic. The reading of PFL's rail report today is an absolute must. Not only do we go into the items discussed in today's podcast, but summarize the latest petroleum by rail numbers, talk about refinery runs, overall petroleum import and export numbers, and dive into the latest U.S. employment situation. Many of you may not know, but PFL pays cash for unwanted rail cars. Call PFL today for competitive pricing while scrap prices are still high and space is available. PFL has been extremely active in railcar storage, return on lease strategies, subleasing, mobile repair and cleaning. Make sure to check out our just posted reports at pflpetroleum.com or call PFL to troubleshoot any question or concern you may have at 239-390-2885. Thank you, folks, for the opportunity of presenting this podcast to you today, and we hope you have a great, safe, terrific week.